Hello and good morning. This week marks the start of our What the F is Consciousness series, where we ask one of the biggest questions of all.
What the hell is consciousness? Because people talk about consciousness and like everyone understands it. But if someone asked you, Sharon, hey, excuse me, hey,
Mhm.
hey,
Yes,
could
yes.
you explain it to me? Really?
And you know what's even crazier? Science still doesn't fully agree on what it is, nor can they define it.
I know, right, girl? So today we're kicking off
We
our
are.
new series where we actually try to make sense of it.
And that's right, Bethany. Today we are joined by the perfect person to kick this series off and explain what consciousness is. Her name is Jennifer McKenzie, and she is the woman your soul has been waiting to talk to. Jennifer is a third generation natural born psychic medium. She bridges the worlds of clinical healthcare and the spirit realm in a way that is as grounded as it is otherworldly. With a formal background in social service work and healthcare, she specializes in traumatic brain imagery, mental health, and addictions. So she brings rare credibility to a field that desperately needs it.
Yeah.
Jennifer's connected to the spirit world since age 5.
Yeah.
After a life-altering event in 1999 blew the doors off her psychic senses permanently, she has never looked back. Without any further ado, let's welcome Jennifer to the show.
Woo! Hey, Jennifer.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Thank you for such
Hello.
a wonderful introduction. I appreciate that, ladies.
Yes,
Well,
girl.
thank
Yes.
you for being so wonderful.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so happy to be here. Thank you.
Well, Jennifer, I'm going to jump right into it. If someone has never heard the word consciousness before, how would you explain it in the simplest way possible?
Oh, okay. Right off the top.
Feet to the
So
fire.
get right to the point. Yeah. How I would explain or express consciousness is it is creation itself. It is creation itself expressing itself into form. And form just means into the material world, which we are experiencing right now, which is 3D reality. So it's intelligence. It's a field of intelligence that's moving through us and all around us as us all the time. It's information and intelligence that's waiting to be created into form.
Wow. Wow. So you have been consciously connected since you were 5, but you also had that life-altering event in 1999, and which enhanced your abilities. So what happened in that event and what changed you in that moment?
So in 1999, it was a traumatic event in my marriage, actually, that spun me. And I was a stay-at-home mom, and my whole life just flipped upside down over a specific event. And I, something happened. Like I'd been psychic my whole life. I had had prophetic experiences, and I was seeing spirit, but I was terrified of it. And I didn't want anything to do with it. And I was pushing it away. Go away, go away. You know, it's scary. And that moment, there was just a defining energy because things were happening in my house, and my husband at the time was witnessing them too. And after that moment happened, and that was the end of the marriage, things started happening to me psychically that I couldn't shut off. I was having out of body experiences in my sleep. I was having past life flashbacks. I was having like people were walking up and down my hallways, and my kids were seeing spirits, and they were coming to me wanting help. And I like the things that were happening. I literally thought, okay, either I'm going crazy, something is really wrong with me, and I'm serious, or there's something bigger happening here that I need to understand. And the people started showing up, and the information started showing up. This was back in dial-up internet days, by the way. So there wasn't
Yes.
so there wasn't much to search on the internet back then. I had to fumble my way through this, and the things that were happening, I had like, I called it my riding on rainbows phase, because I was so magnetic. I was manifesting things, like I would think about something and it would show up, and I'm like, well, that's cool. And I didn't really think much of it at the time because I didn't know what manifesting was. But so I started making a little list, and then I stuff would just show up, and I'm like, this is fun. I'm really enjoying this. So that's how everything started. Was that moment that I couldn't shut off. I was seeing auras on people, and so I just wanted to learn what the heck was going on with me. And
Yes.
things just developed from there.
Wow. What has been like one of the biggest aha? Oh my holy shiftball. Like I cannot believe this is happening with spirit that you've had so far.
Oh, well, to me or to like an experience with someone?
Well, like working with your clients, have you been able to get them access with spirit or what does that look like? What does that feel like?
Yeah. So, because as soon as you said that, my mind went to a certain situation. So, there was a time where I was working in, I guess, such a high frequency, or there was just something that I got to learn that spirit was showing me. And back in the day when you used to have those speakers that you would plug into your phone, and you play music through them. I used to do that for my healing sessions. And one day I was doing a healing for someone, and my speaker started to go crazy. And I was like, what the heck? And what's wrong with my speakers? And they wouldn't stop. They kept going. And it wouldn't stop. And I turned them down, and it's still the stuff. I have evidence of this because the girl that was on the table knows the story. She was there. It's still, the noise was still coming through my speakers. And I got a message that her father was there. And I said, well, I'm doing a healing right now. I'm sorry, you got to step back. And he's like, no. And I said, no, you need to. He would not leave my speakers alone until I actually addressed the message that he wanted me to address to his daughter. And once I did that, it was fine. So I had mom come through. I actually had a woman who I did a reading with a couple of years ago. And she waited to listen to the reading with her sisters on the recording, because I was recording my sessions for you. And she waited to listen to the recording. And this is one of the testimonials on my website, by the way. And she sat with her, and they're Catholic, and she sat with her sisters, and because some of them weren't really believers in this, and their mother's voice was on the recording, and she was information to me, and it was coming out of my mouth to them, and they actually heard it.
It's so funny that you bring this up, because my son, many of people know that he's on the other side in spirit. And so he did the same, thing to his dad and I one time. I was hanging out with his dad, and his dad had his phone, his own phone, and I have my son's phone, but my son's favorite song started blaring on his dad's phone, and his dad doesn't have his contact list or his playlist, and we could not shut it off. It was just going and going, and I couldn't help but to laugh hysterically. And Louis was just like, about to throw the phone, because he's not conscious, he's not aware he had no and I'm laughing uncontrollably because I know exactly what this is, and it's just hilarious, that how energies, spirit souls, how they love to, manipulate through the energetic waves, electrical waves. So
Yes.
I love it.
I love that your son was able to do that. Good on him.
Oh, but now he even has so much fun with playing with light. I mean, the communication just started to ramp up when I was able to be aware of it and know exactly what this is. And, that's when the communication started to really, pump up for me. So, yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing that. That gave me chills when you were talking about that. Oh, I love that. I love it when they provide evidence that you can't debunk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's right? Like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. That's fine, but to me, it's also that recognition where it brought comfort to me, it through laughter, that it allowed me to really connect with my heart, and just feel it. And so, just that little nudge that says, "Hey, Mom, I'm right here. What are you doing?"
Yes, that frequency that you're talking about. That frequency, that visceral emotional connection, that frequency that changes you forever, because you've had the experience. And that's what gives people peace, is that they get their own experience. Yes, that's what I strive for.
Yes. And, And once I felt that, now I choose to stay in that, so I don't miss a sign, a synchronicity, a message, a hearing, anything, because that staying in my heart and out of my mind is what it connects me to the presence, and that's where spirit communicates through.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be present, right? You have to be
Exactly.
present to see
And
the
open.
synchronicities. Yeah, and open. And when you are, you see them everywhere. They're everywhere. They're all around us. We're just not tapping into that frequency of consciousness.
No, no. So,
Jen-
as humans, we're just, we stay in the mind, figure it out, be a good human, get the right answer, stay on the wheel of karma, and you miss it all by doing that.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, I've got a question. All right. So why is consciousness something humans talk about all the time, but struggle so much to actually explain it? What would you say it's holding them back from understanding the awareness of it?
Because I think, first of all, it's hard to define awareness that's beyond 3D. Like, this is beyond the concept of what the analytical mind can process. It's outside of it. So it's challenging, first of all. And people try to do that through your analytical mind, or they think they are that is the analytical mind. So it could be both. But yeah, it's not, this is outside of the analytical mind. So it's very hard to define and to connect to, because some people think that also that's how you connect to it.
Right.
It's outside of that. This is where, because I teach this work as well. And this is where everyone gets stuck, is they're trying to do it from the self. It's like, no, you are not this. You are just experiencing this. You are a expanded being experiencing through.
You're the observer of it all.
Yes. It's not the mind. It's the consciousness of you that is appearing through this reality to have this experience. And that's where people get stuck. So they keep trying to do it through the self, through what I call the avatar, or the flesh suit.
The meat suit. Yes.
Yeah, the meat suit. Yeah.
So, Jennifer, if somebody wants to start making these connections with their loved ones who have passed on, or just to see the synchronicities in everyday life and start to feel the frequency of there's so much love out there for us, feel the frequency of their consciousness and open themselves up to the possibilities, how would you suggest that they do that?
Oh, good question. Oh, my suggestion would be, first of all, to know and understand the possibility that you are bigger than this, you are greater than this body. You have to have some sort of concept of that to consciously work at this. And then come back to the body and move into the heart and breathe from the heart and connect to the heart, because this is where the key to it all is right here. And shift your thought to your heart and stay here and make the connection. And that's how you'll start to connect and open the heart.
Get out of the mind and into the heart.
Yes.
It's so interesting. And because I also teach this too, and it's so interesting when I was doing research about it's funny that we've been told and made to believe that our heart is only a mere organ pumping blood through our body, but that is so much BS, because our heart has over 40,000 neurons in it, and it pumps more data to the brain than the brain does to the heart.
Yes,
there's more neurons in the heart than there is in the brain.
The heart receives information first before the brain conceptualizes it.
The body leads.
That's been proven.
Yeah, it is. It is. So would you say, how big does your belief system create your reality?
Sorry, say that again.
How much of your belief system creates your reality?
It is everything. Everything you believe creates your reality. The thoughts you think and the emotions you feel, you experience, create the reality of your current reality and personality. It's how we create. It's everything. Yeah.
So would it be fair to say, if you want to see a change in your life, to not blame others and point fingers, maybe to go inside in here and start to pay attention and become aware of what your thoughts, what your feelings, what your emotion, what is an emotion? Energy in motion. take a step back and go within to figure it out.
Absolutely. That's exactly how I feel. That's how would I express that too. It's a self-reflective universe. And everything we're doing is a reflection of us. So if there's something that's not working, or if you're triggered, or if you want to change, look within and become that version, or become that shift that you're wanting to experience, and you're going to experience in your reality. And we see this, and it's so simple. It is a simple concept. You wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, and then you get a shitty email. Oops, excuse me, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Go. It's fine.
and then you spill your coffee, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days. And whatever, it just keeps snowballing from there, because that's the reality you're creating. If you stop in that moment and you say, I'm going to shift my energy right now, and I'm going to take a moment to say, no, it's not. Just because this happened, I don't have to create a more of a shitty day. I can change things around. It's how I choose to see it, how I choose to experience it. And it's not a bypass, it's awareness.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Precisely. It's an awareness. And when you connect that outer awareness with the inner awareness, that's where the magic happens. That's where you start really creating and seeing what the possibilities of life are. So, Jennifer, I've got so many questions, I don't even know which one to ask first. So if people say, oh yeah, no, like something happens and people say, oh no, that's all in your head, and it's a synchronicity or a divine sign, or someone communicating from the other side, how do you respond to that when someone says, no, that's just in your head, that's really not true? Okay. And how do you allow them to have the awareness that it is true?
They're not there yet. I'm not gonna try and force it. If they feel that that's not true, okay, it's not true for them. Okay.
True. Okay.
It doesn't have to be. It's true for me, and that's all that matters. And maybe they'll get their moment, maybe they won't.
Yes. And that's that right there is not trying to convince. It is what it is. This is what I'm seeing, feeling, understanding, gathering, receiving in my reality. And Sharon and I talk about this quite often. It's so interesting that we can be, I've had this happen to me so many times. It blows my mind. I can be sitting or standing around someone, and we be in two different realities.
Yes.
I'm serious. It's just like, did you see that bird? No, what bird? I'm like, huh? You didn't see? No. Oh,
we were talking about this the other day. One time, my girlfriend and I were sitting on the deck, and there was a gentleman who came riding up the street on a bike. And I said to her, made a comment about him riding or whatever, because he didn't look very stable. And she turned around and said, what? There's no guy on a bike. I'm like, no, you can see him. So we walked to the end of the driveway, because I could see him. She could not. We were in two different realities. It was.
I love that.
Unreal.
Two different timelines. You can literally be, because you're a thought away from a shift in timeline, right? We're shifting timelines constantly. That's so. What a great.
Yeah. It blows my mind. So Jennifer, what does it look like when someone is living unconsciously?
I think we've lost her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Are you there?
Well, we'll just have a momentary pause while Jennifer comes back. So we have learned quite a bit that consciousness is everywhere. Consciousness is us. That, we are living, breathing examples of consciousness. It flows through us. It comes to us. And it is also in us. It is us.
Gaining an awareness of the choice and the thought. Hey, here she comes back.
Hey.
That was too much energy. I'm having an issue, I think, with my computer here. Hold on. This happened to me the other day.
Okay.
That where it's plugged in, but it just lost its charge. So sorry.
I would be absolutely shocked if somebody, the electronics didn't go wonky at least a few times during a show, or seriously, it does it all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
Whew.
Yeah. So, okay, back to the question. What does it look like when someone is living unconsciously?
Well, you just go through the motions. You get up, you have your coffee, you go to the bathroom, you check your emails, you jump on your phone, you drink your coffee, you take a shower, you get ready. You are totally not aware that there's something outside of this current reality that exists for you to tap into if you want to make your life a lot more colorful. So it's just going through the motions, going through the motions.
Would it be fair to say, well, hell, I put my sock on every day with the left foot first. I don't even think about I can have a choice. I can put my sock on with the right foot. And would that make a difference? Or, I put my blue jeans on with my left leg. Hell, I might choose something different today and put them on with the right. You know what I mean?
And if you have the conscious awareness to say, God, the sky is so blue today, and what a beautiful day it is, and taking a moment to be present and see, what else is out there, and to recognize there's something greater. And if I were to die today, would I be happy about the life that I've lived? It's to actually be conscious of what you're doing. And so many people have no clue. They're just in this mode of work, drive, come home, eat, sleep, do laundry, work, drive, come home. That's what I think they're here to do.
Survival mode.
We didn't come here to make someone else rich. We came here to experience the five senses just for a moment in time. It's like gone.
Yes. And that's gratitude is another huge awareness. Thank you for mentioning that, because once you get in the flow and have an attitude of gratefulness for every day, for the small things, like the sun is shining and and the birds are singing, and I got every green light on my way to wherever I was going today, or or a stranger said hello, or whatever, just the little things in life, to be grateful for them. Is that expands and would you say that expands and opens up your consciousness as well?
Oh, absolutely. And there's a saying by Dr. Joe Dispenza, if you know his work, the gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. So the more you focus, what you focus on, you get more of, right? Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So if you're focusing on gratitude, you're going to start creating a reality that brings you more of that, because that's where you're putting your frequency. It's not just thought, it's frequency, right? The emotions, like you said earlier, Bethany, emotions are energy in motion. So when you put the thought sends the signal out, but the feeling, the emotion magnetizes the experience back to you. So when you feel it, when you feel it, you will start to change. I have had the craziest things happen to actually the evidence that I'm actually doing it, that this is actually happening. I'm not just talking about it. And that's all it takes, is just a shift in awareness that we can, because we all can do this.
Once you start operating in that elevated state because gratefulness is that one of the highest frequencies to stay in. And once you start operating within that bandwidth, you become everything becomes so much lighter, so much fun, excitement, joy, love, compassion, authenticity.
The possibilities are endless.
And it's just like, man, for me to get dropped down into aggravation, frustration, grief, anger, rage, all of that takes so much more freaking energy that I'm not willing to choose against myself, because do I really get excited about being in those lower, denser energies? Or would I like to reflect out this of the higher so I can attract that back?
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's that constant ebb and flow, that movement of recognizing, because those emotions actually consume your life force. They drain you, right? Once energy hits the heart, you start to amplify, and you affect the room instead of being affected by it. You affect the reality instead of being affected by it. So yeah, exactly. Then it's like, oops, I just realized I went unconscious. I went into the past, because those are all emotions from the past. Let's move back into the heart. Let's come back.
Stay present.
And you have, exactly, Sharon.
And make a choice in each now moment.
And
I
get so interested about thinking. I mean, what is thinking? Thinking's only pulling data from the past and the future, not anything from the present. Present, you have no thinking mind. It's just awareness, but thinking is only pulling what has happened or what could happen into your present. So I'm just like, what, and that takes awareness. That takes consciousness to say, you know what, I'm going to shut this brain down, because this is not, no, I'm not
Takes you out of flow.
Yeah,
Thinking takes you out of flow. Right?
Yeah. So you could say then, to be consciously aware means that you're paying attention to your thoughts, because you're not your thoughts.
Exactly.
So consciousness is an opportunity to be aware of something greater than yourself that you're actually observing. And that means that you can change it.
I love it, Jennifer. This has been a great conversation. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, we are going to now jump to our favorite segment. It is called, Jennifer, Shift or Shit. And what it is, we're going to rapid fire off to you. And if it's a shift and it's expansive, yes, I'm having it. Or if it's total shit, it's a program. No, that just sounds constrictive.
Okay.
All right. I'll go first.
You want me to answer these? Is that
just shit or shift, and then you can give a brief description of why you chose that, if you'd like. Okay. You need to fix yourself to become more conscious. Shit or shift?
Shit.
Why is that shit, Jennifer?
There's nothing wrong with you. You just have to. You just have to remember who you are. That's it. You just have to shed the layers of that conditioning.
Exactly. Love it.
Intuition is a real form of intelligence, or is it just subconscious pattern recognition? Shit or shift?
It's a real form of intelligence for sure. I would say yes.
All right. You should. I love this one. You should always trust your thinking mind.
Shit. Total shit.
Every thought is true.
Your thinking mind will take you down a rabbit hole that will take you to crazy town.
Getting on that crazy bus.
Yeah.
But many of us don't do that. We just, whatever our mind throws at us, we're like, oh yeah, that's what it is. And it's just like, what? No.
Back to staying present and making that choice, right?
Yeah.
Jennifer, we are all separate individuals, or are we expressions of a shared consciousness? Shit or shift?
Oh, we are expressions of a shared consciousness. Absolutely. So I would say shit to that, but we also do microcosm, macrocosm. So we're in a microcosmic connection here because we look separate, but we're not. The macrocosm is that we are oneness.
Yes.
That is that would be my truth.
All right. This is my last question. All right. The mind is the most important part of being human.
No, the heart is shit. That's shit. The hardest part's that.
I
love
it.
Channeling. So does that mean that you're letting anything into your energy field? Is it unpredictable and unsafe? Shit or shift?
Shift. I would say there's a lot of truth in that. You have to be very mindful of what your intention is, because intention is everything. Intention creates your reality. And to be in what your intention is important in what you're going to connect to, because there's all kinds of frequency bands and dimensions that you can connect to, and you need to know who and what you're connecting to.
Awesome.
Did that answer the question?
Yeah. Again, present awareness in the present moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Jennifer, thank you so much. And where can people, connect with you, find your work, learn more about what you do? How can they get a hold of you?
Ooh, well, thank you for asking. So I'm all over social media. I have a YouTube account, or a YouTube channel that I'm growing, and it's at Jennifer McKenzie Medium. I also have, I lost you there for a second. Sorry. I'm on Instagram as Mystic Medium Jennifer. I'm on Facebook as Jennifer Miller McKenzie. I also have a business page there too at Mystic Medium Jennifer. I have a website, jennifermckenzie.net. And I think I covered everybody, didn't I? Did I cover all the social medias? My business is called The Path to Inner Peace.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just it's
Mhm.
something that came to me many, many years ago, because that's my journey, is to create inner peace and to be the greatest expression of unconditional love that I can be while I'm here. And then just to hold space to help others remember who they are by doing the work, by sharing what I've learned. And whoever is drawn to that is the right people that are coming. So
Yes.
yes, I give reading sessions, healing sessions. I teach. I do all kinds of fun things. I love what I do. Come and connect with me if you feel aligned.
Excellent.
Happy to serve.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jennifer. We have absolutely, it has been our pleasure having you. And, you kicked off the series, What the TF is
I love it. Oh, it was an honor to kick it off. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And ladies, I just love your energy. Thank you. This was so fun. I loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Wow, Sharon. Yet again, girlfriend. That was a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, be sure to like, share, and follow, and drop a
We
comment.
have on next week.
Oh, yeah. We have Alyssa Cooper. Now, Alyssa is the CEO of the Cocoon to Butterfly, and she is an absolute powerhouse, Sharon.
Another powerhouse woman.
Yes.
Female.
And I think we are really looking forward to talking with her. So she'll be on next Thursday. And we have shifted our times from
Yes.
to 10:30 Central Standard Time on Thursdays. So yeah.
We'll be on a half an hour earlier. So those of you who are watching live and commenting, we will thank you for everyone who joined us today. And starting next week, we will be on a half an hour earlier.
All right.
Be sure to adjust your calendars.
Well, guess what, Sharon? Remember, until next time, when life kicks you in the balls, be sure to tune in to your Holy Shiftball podcast,
where we help you turn that shit into a shift.
All right. We'll see you next Thursday.
Bye-bye.